What's up, guys? Welcome back to another video, and welcome back to F1 Driver Career Mode in F1 24. Of course, we are here for the next round of the season. It is Canada, the Canadian Grand Prix. We are 69 rated, and as you can see, 57 experience, 65 race craft, 66 awareness, and 71 pace with 66 focus. A lot to talk about then going into this race weekend. Setting the objectives as usual, of course, to, we're very close to our target, though. Now, and that is always good, of course. Getting close to the targets, then we can probably expand the extend the rating barrier thingamabob. We are 69 rated, but our 71 rating target is very close. And we are skipping through the weeks and the days before the race, and we are here going towards the race weekend. We got 300 resource points, so we are just going to go straight into the race weekend, where it is going to be sunny all the way until the race, where it's going to rain. Oh, lovely. And it's going to be right towards the end/middle. That is lovely. So it's going to be raining most of the race then. So I'm looking forward to that. And you can obviously see how it's gone already, so I'm looking forward to it then, I guess. I hope. But after practice, then we get all our resource points, and we're going to see if we can get anything. There you go then, yep. 600 resource points to spend on the car, and we are going to do so just in a little second. We're going to go at the chassis, and I don't think we are going to do anything here. I think we're going to go onto the aero or powertrain, because there doesn't seem to be much to do on the chassis. So yes, we are. Yeah, the aero, we're going to put some rear downforce on for 500 resource points. And that's going to be... That's going to be not next race or the race after. It's going to be the one after that. And yeah, there you go. There's confirmation for Belgium. And going straight into Q1 then. Right at the end of Q1, we're here. And we've got a lovely relative time. We're in P9. But looking to improve that, then don't actually know why. It's only Q1, but we are going out. Everyone else went out. We've gained a lot of time going through the first corner. We've kept that advantage throughout the first, throughout our lap, and we're coming towards the end of the lap now. We've got 5/10 advantage. Braking late, hopping over the chicane, DRS back open. P11 it is currently, but with a 6/10 advantage, we are through into Q2 very easily. And it's going to be P3. So, yeah, there's some very strong pace then from us. Hopefully we can carry that through into the race. Our teammate down in P11 though, that's not that bad though, as long as we're both through into the next round of qualifying. Q2 looking a little bit more cloudy, but it's not meant to rain here in qualifying. We're taking a lot of curb there at when we go towards the World Champions, and overtake and DRS open, and we're going into turn 1, corner cut completely. Lovely. But doesn't really matter, to be honest. As long as we get a good time in, and that is what we do. It is only, not really, it's only enough for P13. So here's our second lap. We gain time through the first chicane, of course, because we don't have grass on our tyres, and we gain 4/10 almost here, like Q1. And it's purple first sector, green second sector, it's 7/10 advantage. Do we make it through to Q2, to Q3 then? And it looks like we do. P4, again, very strong pace. Lovely jubbly. But has our teammate made it through as well with us? He has. That is amazing. So our teammates, both Williams through, both Red Bulls, both Mercedes, 2 Ferraris, 1 McLaren, Oscar Piastri out, and also Lance Stroll is out. But Hamilton topping Q2 then. And yeah, so good pace from the Mercedes of Lewis Hamilton. George Russell down in P9 though. Coming out in Q3, got sunny again, just because, and we're out on used tyres, so not much. Hopefully a decent lap, but I don't think it'll be much, and we're already P10, so we are saying our lap time last out of everyone else. Coming towards the final chicane, taking, of course, as much care as possible. Hitting the wall there, I think, as well, but as we continue on, go towards the line, and it is P10 at 1:11.197, we're 9/10 off. I don't know if that's 9/10 off pole or 9/10 second next driver, but by the time we come out again on the new tyres, it's both Williams 9 and 10. lovely. 1 minute to get around and set a lap time then, and it is going to be hopefully quite easy to get around. And yeah, of course everyone's setting their lap time, and we come round with 16 seconds left. Everyone's coming back into the pit lane now after setting their lap time, but we've gained 1.2 seconds then, so I'm guessing that was 9/10 off the next driver. Look how much curve we took there. 1.5 seconds gain, 1.6. Where's that going to land us overall then? First lap was really bad, but that puts us P10 still. Oh, that first lap was really bad. Oh dear.
With qualifying wrapped up now, we have our grid lineup for the big race tomorrow.
Then, and we're still a 10th
Be sure
of our
to join us then.
Oh dear. That was not a good lap. Looking at the ratings then, we gain of course in pace after qualifying, but apart from that, not much else to look at from that. And well, now we're looking towards the race, the gloom and probably the doom of a rain affected race weekend. So let's get straight into it and face it now.
We're back once again beside the St. Lawrence River here in Montreal for the Canadian Grand Prix. The event first moved to the variant of this track back in 1978, and it was won by none other than Gilles Villeneuve, the first Canadian to ever win his home race, and in whose honour the circuit would be renamed. With top speeds of around 210 miles per hour heading into the overtaking opportunity of turn 13, the 2.7 miles of the circuit Gilles Villeneuve are some of the quickest on the Formula One calendar. There are 14 corners in total, with 60% of the lap taken at full throttle, and average speeds clock in at about 130 miles per hour. It's time to take a look at our starting grid for today's race. World champion Max Verstappen starts from pole position, and Lando Norris lines up alongside. Looking at the rest of today's grid, we have Fernando Alonso, Sainz, Russell, Hamilton, Perez, Leclerc, Albon, the rookie, Oscar Piastri, Stroll, Joe, Bottas, Hülkenberg, Gasly, Tsunoda, Magnussen, Ricciardo, and Esteban Ocon lines up at the back of the grid. It's almost time for the lights to go out, so let's head down to the track where preparations are underway. And alongside me for the first time this season here in the commentary box, Naomi Schiff. Hello, Gnomes. As we all know, every single driver wants to know what's required of them. And in the case of this driver, I think things are pretty stable at the moment. They're doing what the team require. I know what we've got to do before the start of today's race, but what about our driver? What do the final hours look like for them?
Well, every driver certainly has their own way of preparing themselves before a race. But I can tell you that pre-race rituals are a real thing. When I was in go-karting, I used to touch every wheel in a specific sequence before I got into the kart. And then I stepped up to cars and had a specific set of fireproof base layers just for race day. So watch the drivers when they're on the grid. Some may be sitting on the floor and isolating, others may be up to other things that they do. But these little things really help their minds get ready for the race.
Here we are then on the grid for the Canadian Grand Prix. No grid penalties to talk about, so we are staying here. And as you can see, the rain is going to hit around the middle of the race, so it will be mediums for us to start off with from this race. And of course we'll go to hards, but I don't think we'll get to the hards realistically, just because, yeah, it's going to rain. So yes, we are here where we qualified in P10, and yeah, alongside our teammate Piastri's gone onto the hard tyre. Has he seen the weather forecast? Probably not, but yeah, that's interesting to say the least. And we are underway for the formation lap then here in Canada. As we get closer then to the grid spaces, we are lining up along everyone that's on the medium tyres except for Oscar Piastri, who is on
superb parking there, mate. Let's make sure we get the edge on the surround.
In the Red Bull, who is leading us away then, but it is time for the 5 red lights for the Canadian Grand Prix here, and it is underway eventually, and it's an all-right start from everyone. It's a good start from Oscar Piastri though, who is alongside us, but in going into the braking zone for turn 1, we send it down the inside, and we're down the inside of the Ferrari as well. We're going to have a look at the Mercedes, probably not get there, and we just need to try to beat the Ferrari with Charles Leclerc even with the traction. We don't We're going to send it down the inside of him, going into the next chicane, and we do get that into turn 3. Now, Mercedes up next, but I don't think we'll be able to get them, just because we're at Williams. And they already seem to have a 7/10 gap from us, so here's the race start once more. It is Verstappen alongside Lando Norris, then P1 and P2, and it's a good start for the Aston Martin in P3. He seems to have a look there into straight away, but it's Verstappen comfortable lead, leading immediately going into turn 1, and it's Norris, Alonso, Sainz, Perez, Hamilton, Russell, side by side for Sainz and Perez. Who's going to come out on top here? It's going to be Sainz, and a little bit for the McLaren here. There's a moment, and it's a lockup for Lando Norris from P2, and he is now down from the podium, down into P4. He's side by side with Sergio Perez, and here lap 2, he's locked up again from P4, and now he's down to P7. We are now behind him, but I don't think we can get him, just because even though he has locked up twice, it's yeah, lap 3 then, it's looking a bit more cloudy, and we might be able to get Lando Norris here with DRS, but we do not. Lap 4, people locking up again. Sergio Perez this time going wide and into the last turn, and going onto the main straight, we've got DRS, and we fly by Norris and Perez, and it looks like a little bit of damage there, flying off the car there, going into turn 1, as Perez loses multiple positions. He's down to P8 at lap 5 now. Look at it, it's raining, and we're going to come into the pit lane for the intermediate
Norris
tyres.
is stopping now.
And yes, so really not much else to say, but it is time now for the race to change dramatically as we come in for inters. Albon stays out, Piastri stays out. They're going to be fighting on the dry tyres. Ricciardo, I think, has stayed out, and Magnussen, as we have to stop for a long time for people to come through. We're right behind Perez still, but Norris has jumped both of us. And,
okay, one stop to go, just one stop left in this strategy.
And look at that, immediately, no grip at all. We almost crashed straight into the side of the pit lane, so that's always good. But yes, lap 6, it doesn't look very wet, but it is very much time for intermediate tyres. You can feel more grip, and here's at the front is Albon, who is still on the medium tyre. There's Piastri as well on the hard tyre. He's defending from Verstappen, Alonso, and he's allowing the Ferrari of Carlos Sainz to catch up. As here they are then, Verstappen back up into the lead, but he's blocked off. Alonso sending it down the inside of Albon, and here we go, lap 7. Look how much wetter it looks now compared to the lap we came out the pit lane, and that is pretty crazy. Lap 8, just look how much I'm sliding. This race was very difficult. Look at it, I can't even get the traction down completely, and that's going to allow the Ferrari of Charles Leclerc to have a look now, going into the hairpin. He's got the racing line on the inside though, so we are going to just slide into him basically and keep our position on lap 8. But it's now Zhou behind us, he's side by side with the Ferrari, and hopefully we can keep our position. But lap 10, it's looking so wet compared to what it was. And is it time for the wet tyres? I think so. We're going to come in for the wet tyres. For the first time in F1 24, it's going to be wet tyres. This is going to be interesting then, as the race kind of keeps getting worse and worse for me, as just because it's getting wetter. And we're holding our teammate up as we're not allowed to go yet. And oh dear. Oh no. The Haas also getting held up there, both of them. And we are still in
nice
P9.
work,
We've been
you
jumped by
smashed it.
Leclerc
Really good
and
job on
Hamilton
hitting
this
that
time.
target, mate.
So yeah, that's fun. But again, once again, we almost crash immediately, trying to get out of the pit lane. And yes, we are trying to continue in this race, but look how slippery it is. Oh my god, almost sliding into,
Clear.
well, we did slide into the
turning,
final
we think it's
chicane.
time to
Lap
box
24 though,
now.
there's a virtual safety car.
Right, drop your
because
speed,
of
our delta's too
a Haas
low
that
and
has
we're going to
parked
risk
up.
a penalty.
We're going to pit now
Slow your
for
pace
the intermediate
immediately.
tyres. No one else seems to come in, but I think it is very much time for the intermediate tyres right here on lap 23, as when we come back to the driver POV, you can see that it very much does look a lot drier than it was compared to when we came out on
Onto the track.
tyres that we were on. As you can see, it looks a lot more like intermediate conditions once again here. in Canada. So hopefully this means more grip, hopefully. But I can't promise anything as it's the virtual safety car. We are just going over Delta, but it doesn't really matter because we just brake. We've got Piastri, who's also on the intermediates at Magnussen. We've got a 2.4 second gap. And as the virtual safety car
is ending. Maintain your pace until we get the green flags. VSC ending. Wait for the greens.
In front of us, and Bottas and Ricciardo. Hopefully when they come in, well, if they come in, we will gain a lot of time and positions here as well. And lap 24, we are just chilling. Lap 25, then we have come in and we're back up to P9. 2 points currently in the bag, and it is getting drier though. The rain's still falling here in Canada though, so I wouldn't expect any dry tyre running soon. But it is getting drier. In lap 31, it stopped raining, and we're going to come into the pits for the soft compound of tyre. No one else coming in, but there is no spray anymore out there, and it's getting very difficult to drive. The tyres are overheating, so we are just going to go straight into the pit lane and hopefully see the rewards for going on to the correct compound of tyre as we come in. And we are underway. We are going to be the only one on this tyre. We're going to be down in dead last of
that
the
was our
current
last
runners.
stop.
Albon
No
also
more
out of this
scheduled
race,
pit
of course.
stops. Let's go.
So of course, I haven't told you, but he is out of this race as well. And we have been lapped in this race as well. And as we come out the pit lane, there's more drivers as we plan. Lap 32, and well, it's not gone well. We're catching up to no one, and for some reason it's more difficult to drive and in wet conditions. I'm not sure why. This is a dry setup I've got on the game. And lap 35, it's over. It's Max Verstappen winning the race again, and it's Alonso coming home in P2 from Carlos Sainz in the Ferrari. It's Russell
So the
and
car behind
Norris.
has come in.
They're
Now
fighting,
the
as you can see in front of us now.
Soft
As we
tyres on
come
the car behind.
round, and Stroll's come in as well. Look how little grip I have though. I'm just sliding everywhere, and it is over for us. A miserable race in the end then, and yeah, that's all we can say.
And that's the end of the race. We'll see you in Parc Fermé.
They take the checkered flag then here in Canada in what has been another fabulous Grand Prix.
Well, that's 2 wins in a row for them now. That's really going to help them gain confidence and start to build that momentum that they're really going to be looking for.
The drivers are en route to the podium as we speak. What a fantastic win for the Red Bull team. They performed exceptionally, keeping us firmly on the edge of our seats throughout the entirety of the race. Congratulations to everybody at the team. Well, that was
A terrible
Formula
race
One.
then.
Be sure to join us for more
Max
exciting
Verstappen has
Formula
won
One
once
action
again here
very
in
soon.
F1 24, as you can see, 17th and 20th. We did beat Lance Stroll though. What a great success here. As you can see then, we've gained experience, we've gained awareness, racecraft down a bit, we've gained pace, but our focus goes down, and overall we're closer to that 70 rated in the end then. 44% recognition still. Yeah, happy days compared to our teammate. And then coming back towards our lovely house where we stand in a corner. That's all we do. We love standing in this corner. And upgrade coming on and a secret meeting, and it's McLaren will be ready to meet with us soon. Happy days. So McLaren are back. If you have enjoyed this video, make sure to like, share, subscribe, and I'll see you all next time.